Funny thing about silence. People think it means surrender. They think quiet means you're scared, or broken, or defeated, or unsure, or weak. But silence, silence is the most misunderstood weapon on earth. Silence is not the absence of power. Silence is power, control, clarity, restraint sharpened into a blade. And the people who fear silence the most are the ones who can't control you anymore. You know when someone finally becomes dangerous? Not when they yell, not when they scream, not when they argue, not when they explode. No, a person becomes truly dangerous when they go quiet. When the emotional storm inside them settles into stillness. When the shaking stops, when the voice stops trembling, when the tears dry, when the begging ends, when the "please don't leave" dies. Silence is the funeral for the version of you that tolerated too much. Silence is the signal that your heart has stopped negotiating. Silence is the moment your soul signs the contract. Never again. People misunderstand silence because they believe they still have access to you. They assume your quiet means confusion or fear or guilt or surrender. But no, your silence means they've lost the privilege of hearing your explanations, your emotions, your reasoning, your vulnerability. Your silence means the door is still open, but you no longer stand on the other side. You've stepped back, you've stepped away, you've stepped into yourself, and that is what terrifies them. Because arguments mean you still care. Anger, still caring. Tears, still caring. Trying to fix it, still caring. But silence means the care is gone. And once care dies, nothing they do can resurrect it. People reveal their true nature when you stop responding. Withdraw your attention and watch who panics. Withdraw your energy and watch who gets angry. Withdraw your availability and watch who collapses. Silence exposes who valued you and who used you, who respected you and who drained you, who loved you and who loved the benefits of you. Silence is the X-ray of every relationship you ever had, because when you're quiet, they can't hide behind your empathy anymore. They have to face their own behavior, and that's the part they can't handle. Some people need the chaos of reactions to believe they still matter to you. They poke, they provoke, they push further. They want you emotional, they want you angry, they want you broken, they want you loud, because loud means they still have influence. But when you go silent, they lose the battlefield, they lose the power, they lose the game. Silence is the final move from someone who has nothing left to prove and nothing left to fear. Silence says, I am done playing where respect doesn't exist. People think silence is the prelude to collapse, but silence is actually the prelude to transformation. Silence is the sharpening of the blade, the leveling of the mind, the freezing of the emotions, the awakening of the intuition, the rebirth of self-respect. Silence is the Joker sitting in the dark, not because he's defeated, but because he finally understands the world in a way nobody else does. Silence is not emptiness. Silence is pressure building into power. Silence is anger burning into insight. Silence is pain turning into alignment. Silence is the moment before the version of you that cannot be manipulated anymore steps forward. And once that version of you arrives, the world loses the script. Your silence unsettles people because they can't predict you anymore. They don't know if you're planning to leave. They don't know if you're done caring. They don't know if they've lost you. They don't know what you're thinking. They don't know what you'll do next. Your silence breaks their control because manipulation thrives on response. But your silence gives them nothing. No reaction, no weakness, no explanation, no emotional leverage. You give them a wall smooth enough that nothing they throw at it can stick. That is power, brother. You're not ignoring them, you're outgrowing them. And outgrowing someone is the loudest silence of all. When you go quiet, you're not disappearing, you're evolving. Silence is the moment the world should fear you the most, because it means you finally understand your worth, your boundaries, your value, and most importantly, your limit. When silence arrives, it's not weakness, not surrender, not fear. It's a warning that the person they used to know no longer exists.